team will play another team individually, and then we'll get into bracket play after that. This tournament in the beginning, the round robin, is all going to be best of 1. Once we get into the bracket play, we're going to start doing best of 3. But these are all crew battles. So again, 4 players, 12 stocks. Whoever eliminates the 12 stocks first wins. Yep. We'll have Rockford and West Catholic on first, and next we're going to have a college stream on going Central Michigan versus Oakland, which are also very big players at those. Often in a lot of colleges, we have a lot of players that are ranked in the state of Michigan that are attending here. So we're actually going to see some very high-level play today. Not just in the high school, but especially in the college format.
Yes. And most of those top ranking players, they're all stacked in one team. So
yeah, they're a little bit all over the place. There's a couple
place.
Teams here and there, and we're going to be able to see some good games, I would say. But if I had to take a guess right now, Michigan ranks 15 players in the state and considers them PR, which is the best power ranking, the best players in the state. And I believe we have at least 6 people currently attending this tournament. So
yes,
it will be very fun to watch those games. And even those games that we don't have those players, you're going to have players that are going to be able to watch them and really learn how to play the game themselves too.
Then again, we might see surprising results from other teams competing today. But looks like we're still waiting on these 2 players to decide which stage they're going to go to.
Yep, so they're determining stages. The first game you're going to play, they just pick the map. Honestly, it's a rock, paper, scissors format, and they choose which one. There are 8 separate stages, if I'm not mistaken, that you'd be able to pick. And really what we look for are neutral stages that don't really make anything hard, right? You're going to have maybe 1 or 2 platforms here or there, but there's not going to be movement anywhere. We're going to be completely fine.
Yep.
And it looks like we're going directly into it. So we got our first game today. Cloud versus Ness.
Yes, we do. Starting on Final Destination. See, this stage is just the most basic stage you have. There's no platform. It's just this main big stage, nice and flat.
And immediately, it looks like Ness is already going up 70%. So the way this format is, the higher percent you have, the farther you get knocked back. And the goal is to knock your opponent off the stage. And when you go off the stage completely, you'll lose a stock. And
it looks like Luigi Man right now is catching up in percentage right now.
Yeah, as each team is really trying to stay away with Ness throwing out those PK Fires, which is his side B, that move that he has.
Yep.
And Luigi Man, oftentimes you're going to see that move come out with Cloud, which is his up B. It's very fast on the controller, and it comes out quick. It hits the opponent, even when they're shielded sometimes. So,
and it definitely gets him out of that situation. Really bad situation, to be honest. But looks like he has his power-up move that's called his Limit. And so you can see right where his character's on the bottom of the screen. There's a bar.
Right away, Luigi Man just said, I'm just going to make a really big smash attack in the middle of the stage. I know you're going to come down, and now you're going to get hit by it. And now Luigi Man takes the full first stock, and he's just going to try and collect as much extra credit on the second stock before he loses his first one.
Yes, he is.
You know, in a crew battle, really, like I said, the goal, you want to live as long as possible because every stock matters in this situation. And he's really taking advantage of this, going up to 73% already.
Yeah, he almost took another stock right there with that up smash. Which I just realized Luigi Man is not playing Luigi right now.
No, you're right. He's playing Cloud, but he's taking full advantage with it with a dash attack that's going to kill Ness. And Ness is already on his last stock here. Now, again, in a crew battle format, Ness Azip needs to take this stock. He needs to be able to get at least one to help his teammates get onto the next stock, maybe even get it. But Luigi Man is refusing to go down. He's going to be able to recover here. Oh!
And he charged up that up smash and gets that kill. Maybe he'll take another stock, but who knows? Right now, he's in a bad disadvantage right now, trying to get back on the stage.
That up smash was crazy. He knew that the Luigi Man was going to air dodge in.
Yes. And right now, he is cooking Cloud right now.
He caught him in a pot. Down smash does not hit. Oh, he's going to live there. But he's very high percentage, so we're going to be interesting to see if he's going to be able to really take this stock or not.
Honestly, I've seen Luigi Man use a lot of smash attacks and a lot of up Bs right now.
Well, smash attacks are one of the moves that really make it so you'll be able to just take someone's stock early, right?
Yes, they do.
But you can see 143%. That is not a normal amount of percent that you usually live to. So as he's really trying to take as much potential on this stock, he might be able to find this last stock and help his team out a little more. He's going to forward throw after he grabs Cloud. Tries to reach.
Oh, almost reached him.
They cancel each other out.
This is Mike. Oh, he took that last stock from him. And well, Rockford takes a pretty good lead so far with 2 lives remaining for his first player.
Very good start for Luigi Man. He's going to go ahead and take at least 2 more stocks. So as I mentioned, each team has 3 stocks, right?
Yes.
And so Luigi Man, while he lost 1, he has the other 2, and they're going to continue to go on that. So
Yep. So curious to see who they send in next for West Catholic. And so Luigi Man will stay for this next match, but he will have 2 stocks to start with. So,
You know, I think that was a great first match to really show everyone the difference between characters, because Ness was a character that really was floaty, stayed in the air a lot during the entire match, and has a lot of moves, projectiles that he's able to throw out and keep Cloud, who Luigi Boy was playing, away from him, right?
Yes.
Whereas Luigi Boy, the Cloud main, really only have so many moves inside, so he has to get into Ness's space and box with him to a certain extent,
in order
right?
to hit him, yep.
In order to hit him and gain that percentage to throw him off the stage. So, instantly, we already had a pretty good classic game there. Really important for Luigi Man to keep that second stock, because he's going to go in on the next one, the next game with 2 stocks, and potentially try and gain us that lead, right? Because when you bring in that new player, if they just take both stocks right away, well, then we got an even gameplay again, because percentages of the stock you were on go back down to 0 in the beginning. So
yes,
Luigi Man was at 90%, I believe, in stock percentage. He's going to start his second stock at 0%. He's going to have a full slate.
Full stock. Right? Start fresh, honestly.
Start fresh, start completely new.
And I will say that was honestly a good stage to start out with too, because like I said, it was nice, basic, no moving parts or anything. So it was nice to see like everything neutral.
Yep, Final Destination really is the neutral stage, and what a lot of people don't know is that Final Destination often is used for zoners, which is Ness, when you have projectiles to keep people away. So it really favored Ness, even though Luigi Boy and Cloud were able to get in and attack them at the moment, right? But I'm sure we'll see a new stage come up right now. The format of choosing a stage is that the winner is going to ban 3 stages. So Luigi Boy will ban 3 stages that he does not want to play at,
yes.
and then the new opponent will be able to pick the next stage. However, then they're going to talk their character, and we'll figure out exactly who the Cloud is going to be playing next.
Yes. And I would try to take a guess of what character he's going to use. Have no idea. Like you said, there's 89 characters. It's hard to, with that statistics, hard, very hard.
89-man character roster, and I know we're going to see at least 30 to 40 people at this tournament, so it's going to be pretty exciting to watch.
Well, do you want to at least try to take a guess?
Well, you know, we have a lot of main characters that are more popular in the meta, in the tournament setting, and I would think Cloud's actually one of those people. We also have Rob is a very popular, he's the robot in the game. And then obviously Steven Minecraft is a huge name as well that people like to watch too. So
yep.
But we already have our second competitor up there for West Catholic. Gonna try and take the lead back from Rockford, see if she can gain as much percentage back as possible.
Yeah, very possible.
They've already chosen the stage. Did you see what they picked?
I actually did not. I was not paying attention to that part. But it looks like Luigi Man, he has to stay with Cloud because that's part of the crew format. He can't switch to any other character.
Correct. You cannot switch to a new character once you pick it, so you'll be stuck with it the entire time. Which is not a bad thing, honestly, if I'm Luigi Man. I mean, he looked pretty comfortable playing Cloud. He was able to get 3 stocks, only lose 1, so I think he's going to be doing fine.
And that's part of the whole strategic way to go through this crew battle is to see, oh, what character kind of counterpicks this character right here that they're still playing with.
Exactly. You know, all throughout the world, there are top players that represent each character.
Yep.
And they put on a bunch of different tier list of how their character matches up against different people. But this is a matchup I have not seen too often. We got a Bayonetta versus Cloud.
Yes, we do.
What does this matchup look like, AK?
Honestly, back in the last series of game, these two were pretty big names in the rankings of the characters. But in this game, not so much. Oh, they're just actually going to start right away after. There's just no countdown. Usually there is a countdown to start the whole game off, but they're just going right at it.
Well, there are only 7 minutes in this format, so they're going to have to get as much as possible in here.
Oh, yeah, they are.
In this matchup, you're going to see Bayonetta often get a lot of different combos that are going to come in,
yes.
right?
Long string combos.
Yep, but again, Luigi Man just able to get as much pressure as possible, and he's already got a decent lead. Tries to read the fall over, but misses that last smash attack to potentially take the stock. Bayonetta lives a little bit longer.
Oh, and actually
I apologize.
Gets ready for her own side.
Commentator's curse. That was my fault, guys.
Yeah.
I won't do that again. But now we have an even gameplay. Luigi Man already taking 4 stocks for his team.
Yes.
Rockford definitely on top right now, up 3 stocks fully. And Skittles is going to need to start doing some damage, as she is right now, as Bayonetta brings Cloud up to 87%.
And it's kind of looking rough for her, honestly. Still trying to get a good combo in. Honestly, I don't people realize she's been doing these kind of like flips in the air. That's her counter move, and it's actually unique to her. So what happens if Luigi Man hits her, she'll slow down time and be able to kind of easily take a hit.
Can't slow down time enough to stop that cross slash, one of Cloud's strongest moves when he gets that little limit meter that he has all the way fully up. And Skittles is already on the last stock. Luigi Man on the run to potentially take 6 stocks on the first tournament.
Yeah, before even losing this second stock for his, the whole crew battle.
He's performing really well, and he's already got Bayonetta up to 61%. But Bayonetta, Skittles is attempting to get that 1 stock off of Luigi Man. Again, you know, I tell you, it is so important to take stocks, and that hard smash attack to the left, he's going to take it. Bayonetta smash attacks, you get some big hands from demons that come out.
Big hands, big legs, all of them. All the limbs. And right now, ooh, Luigi Man just trying to take that last stock right at the end. Still going at it.
Cross slash not going to kill yet, but you see, Luigi Man had that power up on Cloud, but the down air is going to take it, and he's going to take another 6 stocks.
And he's still going to be living, going to the next round too, with only 1 stock.
He is absolutely crushing it. You don't often see a person take 6 stocks individually in a tournament, so 10-6 right now. West Catholic on a little bit down on percentage and stock-wise, but they're going to have to bring in a carrot guy and get Luigi Man basically out. So.
Pretty much. It seems like right now Luigi Man is their strongest player. Then again, that's the only player we've seen so far.
We haven't seen
Rockford.
Anybody, so how can we know, right?
Yeah,
but
I know.
Luigi Man definitely showing a strong suit in the beginning. He's going to continue to dominate, maybe. We'll see on the next match. But he only has 1 stock now to be able to show. So, you know, a lot of people, when they get to that 1 stock, they don't attack much more. They kind of force their opponent to come into them so they can find mistakes and just try and live as long as possible. So
wait until try to punish their movement and stuff like that. Try to space out their moves a little bit.
Exactly.
But then again, we've seen Luigi Man just kind of go right at it. So far.
He's really made strong moves basically at figuring out exactly what his opponent's going to do and punishing for it. So you often saw his limit charge, which again, once Cloud gets a specific limit amount, he's able to whip out a really strong move, and he takes that strong move and he basically reads the opponent where they're going to go, and he uses it at that move. So at that time, while the opponent might have a very low percentage, right, which makes it so that more likely that they're not going to die, but when you have a stronger move that hits them, there's a good chance that move's going to destroy them anyway and take that stock. So he's really been able to take a lot of stocks at under 100%, which isn't the most often thing you see, but you can also see him living oftentimes up to 140, 150%, which is very long. You know, Cloud, every character has a recovery move, right, that helps them get back to the center of the stage. And Cloud's recovery move, not the best compared to others.
Correct. But when he does have that limit, he's able to recover pretty easily, but you kind of want to save that for to get rid of your opponent's stock, honestly. And so, yeah, that's pretty much the basic game plan of Cloud. Right now we're seeing the West Catholic person putting in their controls right now.
Putting the hat on,
representing.
Got to represent and also hide away from the sun. This is amazing. We're actually downtown Grand Rapids right now.
Yes, we are.
And we're out in the middle of this. We got the sun shining down.
Beautiful day, honestly.
And it's
luckily it did not rain today, and I don't think it's supposed to rain today. Looked at the forecast, beautiful.
It's going to be 80 and hot the entire time. We're going to get a good amount of games in. We're going to have a fun tournament at Confluence. Amazing tournament. I know last year they had Rocket League, and we have the ability to show Smash Bros. So
I know. And if anyone wants to, they can always just come down to Grand Rapids downtown, see it, Rosa Park Circle. Come join us.
Yep, this is a public event. You don't have to pay to get in. Everyone's kind of coming in. We got a crowd already looking to see. And I know our prize is currently going on as well, so we're going to have a lot of
another big Grand Rapids attraction for. Oh, and we have a King K. Rool coming in. Honestly, one of my more favorite characters in the game.
Yeah,
personally.
King K. Rool from Donkey Kong. He's a very fun character to watch. He's got a very unique mechanic in that, you know, every character has a shield, which is that bubble you see that pop up, right? And if they're shielding, then you can't get hit, right? So it blocks moves. King K. Rool, his big stomach is also a shield, so that when he uses moves, if they hit that, he doesn't get affected by it. He basically is allowed to continue to play. So I'm sure we'll see that oftentimes pop up, but he's oftentimes a lot of people call him a funny character. He's very funny to watch. And, you know, Cloud, much more normal character, and we'll be able to see each other as Cloud already. Luigi Man gets 31% on.
Already racking up 53%. That's a lot, honestly. start out with it.
Epicone needs to take the stock from Luigi Man before he loses one. He needs to take the stock and really get on to the next one. But Luigi Man, just non-stop, like you mentioned, he's just going in and not letting King K or Epicone breathe at all.
Yeah, I think he just honestly wants to save energy for the rest of his teammates.
That's fair. You can see he's got his limit charged up now, so he has the ability to do a big move. He's going to hold it for right now.
Almost taking that stock. Uses the limit right away and takes the stock. Already taking a stock off Epicone so far.
And he's only at 30%, so honestly, not a lot of damage, but you see the dash attack coming from Epicone and a little bit more footsies here as we get into the middle stage. Back to Final Destination, I'll have you reminded too, so it looks like this is a very popular stage for these characters.
Oh. I thought maybe Epicone would have taken the stock right there, but... And that's the thing about cheating. Pretty much the one move that you can counter that is a grab. You can't really do any other move, but a grab will be able to counter that option. But looks like, Epicone already had 133%. Oh,
up
he
recovers.
The propeller.
Oh, and he's going to get hurt for that. So when you use a recovery move, you're not allowed to use another move until you touch the ground, right? So when you use that up B, he was unable to get it. But the forward smash, he charged that for like 3 seconds, and it hit him. Wow.
Finally taking out Luigi Man.
Very impressive showing from Luigi Man. Epicone only gets away with 2 stocks, so he's going to come back to the next game with only 1 stock. But Luigi Man taken out individually 8 stocks himself.
That is huge for Rockford, honestly.
A very, very strong showing. West Catholic only has 2 more people. They have Epicone and their last player. Rockford, on the other hand, has 3 players, all of their stocks. This is a big deficit that West Catholic's going to have to come back and see if they can squeeze out.
Yes, yes they do. Honestly, I would like to see a comeback from West Catholic. Me personally. Plus, like I said, King Rule, one of my favorite characters. Love playing him.
You know, King K, he has a lot of moves that you can hit people off stage and kill people at early percentages, right?
Yes.
So if he has the chance to be able to take these stocks early, then they definitely have a chance. But, you know, another thing about King K is that he is a big character. He's a heavy, right? Each character has a weight that they have, right?
Yes, they do.
The bigger you are, the longer you live if you get hit by a person, right? King K is a big boy, so while he is going to live a little bit longer, those percentages, he's also going to get hit a lot more, and he's going to get comboed a lot.
Yeah, he's also slower, too, so he can't do that many fast moves, honestly.
He doesn't have that many fast moves, but he has that crown that you saw in the middle of the stage that he's able to kind of throw out, hit people.
Yep, and that cannon.
Yep.
Actually, I don't know if I've seen the cannon so far.
I think we saw it once or twice, but what I do know is that those are iconic moves even from the game that he came from, Donkey Kong Country, right? So that's what I really like about Smash Bros. Is all the characters' moves kind of represent the character and the game that they play. We'll see more of that as we go on, too. But we're finally going to get a different character than Cloud. We'll have King K versus Rockford's next player as they determine who they're going to, or what stage they're going to go to next.
They are still determining, still banning, and this is part where you kind of want to strategize which stage is worse for the other team's character. Mm-hmm. That's the counter pick of it. And so, honestly, if King K's worst stages, there's not really any bad stages for King K, I don't think.
You know, he's able to play differently depending on the character that he plays. So you can really pick a stage and change the style of play that he's going to do, right? So that's what's really nice about him. However, there are some characters and some stages that are just really good together. So depending on, perfect example that I could say, Pikachu is a very well-known name, very good character in the game, right?
Yes.
You always ban Kalos with Pikachu. You do not want to go to Kalos, which is one of the main stages of the 8. But we'll see exactly where they're going to go. Actually, you know what? He's probably got to put his tag in, so we'll have a little bit longer before we get him in.
Yeah. It's not like other sports like football. You can't just go to a different field like, oh, I want to play on a winter field. Let's go there. Nope. You got to play on that one field the whole game.
Exactly. But if I'm Rockford here, I'm in a very comfortable position. I don't want to play anything too aggressive. You kind of just want to slowly, you know, take as many stocks as possible as you can in the beginning, right? And I think what they're going to do here is we're going to see this pace of play really slow down hard, and we're going to see some more tiptoeing around the characters per se, right?
Yes. I know you say that, but as you saw Luigi Man, he was going right at it.
True. I already predicted that, and I was completely wrong. So
these young kids these days just want to get done things fast.
Yeah,
fast.
right. So if Rockford if they
Super
continue
aggressive
to go in and attack people, we might get that move too. So.
Yeah, but we'll see if they want to slow things down. Honestly, maybe their coach maybe prepped them a little bit beforehand, but who knows if they listen or not. We'll see.
I'd listen. I know that each of these high schools are represented by a coach that has been in the scene for a while now. Same thing with all the colleges as well. In fact, this entire tournament was ran by 2 college coaches who got together, were able to set this entire thing up during Confluence. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool of them to bring us out here today on this nice sunny day. Pretty big showing, and I'm sure we'll have an even bigger showing later today.
That's right, and we're going to get into it. We'll see what stage they pick here. I'd be surprised if they go back to Final Destination. I'm not going to lie. We'll see where they go. I'd like to see a new stage. They have 2 Animal Crossing stages that I'm really a big fan of. I don't know. I'm a huge Animal Crossing nerd, so.
But yeah, usually for normal tournament style, the main stage people like to go to is Pokemon Stadium 2. It's kind of like Final Destination, but it has like 2 floating platforms on both sides of the stage, and then like 1 strong long strip kind of connecting that whole stage together. It's just a nice and simple stage that people like to go to.
It is, but it looks like we're gonna go back to good old reliable Final Destination here. We have and then you know what? It makes sense because we have a Samus versus a King K. Rool. We talked earlier about some characters having projectiles and being a zoner type character where they don't approach.
Yep.
Samus is the embodiment of a zoner. They have all the moves that are be able to keep your opponent away. This is a tough matchup for King K, so it's going to be interesting to see how Epic Cone goes after it.
I like it. And Epic Cone had to take both his stocks because he did lose 2 stocks when he was in. Both players ready to start right now. We get a taunt in, actually.
And they're going in full throttle now. You see Samus charging that neutral B. That is a move that goes across the entire stage when she decides to release it like that, and it's going to hurt King K oftentimes a lot. So gets a good grab to be able to go into this combo that they have. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, strong start from Joseph, I believe. That's how you pronounce that?
Yeah, and King K. Rool could just knock it back to the center stage. Samus doing a great job of keeping him off stage and in disadvantage.
Yes. Yeah, honestly, Joseph playing the right way in this matchup. But gets a good back air in.
That was disgusting. That was like a hard read. I love when you hear a big smash attack, right, and it goes in.
Yep.
Oh, he has no jump here. It's going to be really tough to recover.
Oh, no. Unfortunate.
Yep.
He was able to recover there, but he just didn't press the buttons in time in order to get up there back on the stage.
Well, it was hard. I think he thought he had a jump, so he was going to be able to continue going. But that was very good on Rockford, being able to take that stock out. And now we have 9 stocks to 3. West Catholic on their last breath as they get their last player up here to see if they can run the gauntlet. And you know what? Here's what I'm saying. If Luigi Man can do it, then potentially the West Catholic characters can do it.
Yeah, maybe they have their own prodigy on their team.
Exactly.
Plus, as an anchor, usually you like to save your best players last. So,
but Samus also played really strong. I think we're going to get a good game here. It's really hard to counterplay Samus because, like I mentioned, it's hard to get around those projectiles.
So many projectiles.
Yeah, you have to play around, get in, and once you're in, try and gain as much percentage on that as possible before going back into that neutral setting in the middle.
Yeah, you really want to take that advantage for yourself and gain that percentage and possibly take the stock. So I'm excited to see this match. Hopefully get the run back. At least see the full roster of Rockford, honestly.
Absolutely. As we get into this final stage, they bring up their last character. I just want to mention again, guys, this is the first set of the tournament that we're going to be having. We're going to be having over 10 games up on here, as well as the championships once the bracket play comes into play.
Yes, we are.
But I mean, we already have a great showing of different players and characters that are up here, and we're also streaming live online on twitch.com as well to GooshiGaming. So if you know anyone that is here and they want to be able to watch at home, you could definitely watch at home as well. We'll be on till, oh my gosh, probably 8 or 9 p.m. tonight.
That late? I didn't think it was going to go that late, but I thought maybe 6 o'clock at least. But there is another streaming going on for Ferris area. They're streaming the college teams right now.
That is true.
If you want to go see them.
They brought their Twitch stream as well, and we'll be doing a side stream. We actually have 4 commentators right now. I'll be streaming with Adorable Knight the entire time, but we have Maximus and Finesse, who are the 2 main commentators in the state of Michigan that are going to be coming up here later to kind of be able to take over our roles as we go and take a break. Because I don't know if I could commentate 8 sets in a row, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Luckily, we'll have breaks in between, but We'll see how the day goes. I brought my water bottle, so I'm ready to go.
There you go. Well, as they create a name here, you know, Samus, while it is his owner, she does have characters that are hard for her to play against, and specifically characters that are very fast and able to get in, as I mentioned, around those around her zoning techniques.
Yes.
She often struggles against, and the first character that pops into my head is Fox McCloud from Star Fox 64.
Ooh, that's a very good choice. Yeah, Fox, he is one of the better characters in the game. Very fast, quick, has a lot of fast options, able to kill pretty quickly, honestly. But he is one of those lighter characters where he will die very early.
Yeah, as I mentioned, percentage matters when you die, right? And if you're normally 100%, that middle ground of if you're over 100%, you're going to start thinking, ooh, I'm going to probably die soon. I need to live as long as possible. However, when you play Fox, it's different. If you're at 60 or 70% as Fox, that's when you start sweating, thinking, oh man, I could die at any point because I'm a very light character.
Yes.
But that, we don't even know if they're going to play Fox as they pick up the stage here. I'm assuming they went to Final Destination. I have no idea.
I did see him putting his tag. He was writing like sword something. So
Okay.
I'm assuming a sword character. There's maybe half the cast is sword characters almost.
A lot of sword characters, especially Ganondorf, my favorite sword character. But
Only uses his sword for like a couple moves, but not technically a sword character, but some of us like to consider that.
yeah, I was just joking around there. But you know, as we mentioned, we're getting the controller set up. He just added his tag. This potentially could be West Catholic's last game right now before we move on to the next set. He's going to really have to, first off, take 3 stocks from a Samus player that looked very strong in the beginning. And it's going to be Link, who is also a projectile zoner type character. So we're going to have a different game than what we've seen so far, where they're not going to approach as much as you notice. There are going to be a lot of items that are going to be flown back and forth between each other.
Yes. But honestly, with Samus, you see that energy ball forming right there? That kind of destroys all Link's projectiles, honestly.
Yup, and that was really, that's going to be a big difference in this matchup here. Samus is going to charge that ball as much as possible, and then she's going to throw it out as much as possible. But Link has a lot of smaller moves that kind of just, I would say, annoy Samus, right?
Yep.
Like that boomerang that you saw. That boomerang's going to come back and forth the entire time, and while it doesn't deal a lot of damage, it does mess up what you were planning on doing.
And right now, Samus has a good stage control right now. Keeping Link right off stage, not letting him back on.
They are so good at just forcing Link to make an option and punishing Link for that option. But you see right now, we're back to a middle ground play here. A down smash hits Samus, and they have no jump, but recovers. And an F smash is just going to take the first stock. West Catholic down to their last 2 stocks here.
Yeah, not looking too good for West Catholic right now. Yeah, honestly, trying to think of a strategy for Swordmaster to be using, and just got to play more patient, honestly.
He's playing, you know, he's not playing patient, but he's playing smart to a certain extent, right? And you see Link come in with his leg kick out. That's called a neutral air, and that's one of Link's strongest moves because you know how Samus's ball breaks a lot of different moves, right?
Yes.
Link's Nair, his neutral air, breaks almost everything, which is why he often comes in and tries to use it. But
that will be the move that you see quite often. And we might actually see a stock being taken right now.
Link cannot get back. He has to upbeat 30 times before he finally gets back.
And the up tilt.
Up tilt's going to kill. And we might see another 3 stock here.
Ooh. Yeah, these are normally the combos we see from Samus. Just constantly in your face, throwing these projectiles. And once again, Swordmaster's back on the ledge of the stage. But finally gets the advantage right now.
Yeah, able to reverse it, but he puts himself off and he misses the recovery, and he's going to lose. And Rockford is going to take this game against West Catholic. 9 stocks left at 0. Wow, what a performance from Rockford.
What a strong performance.
Being able to just only bring up 2 players, right?
Yeah.
Luigi Man and